Thank you so much. Welcome back. We'll continue with our GP in a geometric progression. The third term is I like this question because it is dealing with the fractions. You can see it is 2 over 9, and the fourth term is 2 over 27. And then they are telling us that find the first term and the common ratio. Find the first term and the common ratio. Second part, they say the sum of the 5 terms of the geometric progression. The sum of the first 5 terms. So it's supposed to be the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric progression. Last but not the least, the sum of to infinite or infinity, the sum to infinity. So sum to infinity, that's what we will be looking at. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy that we are dealing with a fraction. Now we are saying, I know that the third, the T3 is equal to 2 over 9, while they are saying that the fourth, meaning very simple, the fourth is equal to 2 over 27. 2 over 27. Remember, how do I get the common ratio? Common ratio is simple. I can either get it as my fourth term divided by my third term. So in short, I told you as long as these are fractions, I'll put it in this form. I'll say my common ratio is the same as the fourth term divided by my third term. You can say I've used that division. So in short, ladies and gentlemen, common ratio, I will do it. I say my fourth term is 2 over 27 divided by my third term, I will get 2 over 9. You agree with me that what happens, the 2 over 27, we maintain it to our left hand side, while this one takes the reciprocal. This goes up and this comes down. You agree with me that here it will be 9 over 2, and here 2 goes, 2 goes. 9 there 1, 9 there 3. You agree with me that my common ratio is what? 1 over 3. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how we should do it. Please don't start bothering yourself. Don't start bothering yourself. Some people would say, sir, what about when I use this method? What? Like e.g., some teachers, they'll tell you that no, because these are consecutive. They are following each other. They are following each other, meaning that third and fourth, you can see third and fourth, so they're following each other. So it's very easy for me to find the common ratio. But if they are not following each other, we'll look at such questions. Now, some people will say, sir, what about when I use this method? The fourth term, what equals to what like that? Of course, this is a good method, but again, you are wasting your time. So we can use, since I've got the common ratio, now I've got the common ratio. Now they are asking for the what? First term. If I want, I can sort how did they get the third term? Mind, this is GB. GP is equal to nth term is equal to A, my R to the power n minus 1. Be careful. Now that I know, now I will say, okay, what about the third term? Since I'm looking for the first term, I don't know my first term. My common ratio I know is 1 over 3. This is my third term, so it is a 3 minus 1. You agree with me that now I can start now replacing. What is my third term? My third term, it is 2 over 9. I'll write 2 over 9. You agree with me that I don't know my A, but I know 1 over 3 to the power. Remember here to be just a 2 like this. When you do the needful, you agree with me that this is the same one. In short, before you start recording. So, fellow viewers, I hope you have understood what I was saying. I said if they are following each other, why should you? Don't waste your time. All you need to do, just go directly, the way you have shown here. So here, what will happen here now, we are looking at the first term. How do I get the first term? If I know the third term is equal to the way they calculated it was like this, you agree with me that this is the same as 1 times 1, 1. 3 times 3, then you agree with me that this is the same as just A times 1, it is A. So here you have got 2 over 9, and here I've got A over 9. Then from there, ladies and gentlemen, you cross multiply, you agree with me that I will have 9A equals to 2 times 9. And you agree with me that here over 9 and there over 9. And then you cancel this, the A remains, this is, and 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So my first term is equal to 2. So what have we done? We have found the common ratio, we have found the second term. So we are done with the first question. We are done with the first question. Unless there are some questions, please remember to subscribe and share the link. You can please drop your comment in the inbox message so that we can communicate. You know, being a teacher, I also need a feedback. I'm not perfect, I'm also learning. So please, we can share that knowledge. Thank you so much. We continue. The sum of the first terms. The sum of the first terms. I love it because you are listening, students. You are listening, candidates. I'm sure that you have remembered that what will determine the formula of the sum is the R. If the R is less than 1, I will use this. Sn equals to first term, the whole lot of this over bracket. Because it is less, so it is 1 minus R to the power n. And you agree with me that this one minus that one. We are going to use this formula. So they are saying I should find the sum of the first 5. Where there is n, I put a 5. First term, we know now our first term is 2. And you agree with me that this is the same as 1 over 3, which is my ratio. Put it in brackets. Me, I use solid brackets like this. And to the power n. What is my n? It is 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are there. Over. You agree with me that this is 1 over 3 like this. So that's the thing. So in an exam, I just want to show you, you are free to use your calculator. You are free to use a calculator. So in this case, I have a expression like S5, meaning that sum of the first 5 terms, second term, you agree with me that this is the same as just 1 minus when you 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. In short, we are just saying if you multiply 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 with a calculator, don't waste your time. So this is 81. So we're just saying that 81 times 3. You are going to use a calculator, but here I just want to show you something. And you agree with me that what I have here, it is a 2 brackets and 1 minus 1 over 2, 4, 3. And that is how it is. Now, down here, you agree with me, I'm avoiding to say over. Okay, let me put with first of all over. The whole lot of this is over. The whole lot of this is over. Remember what is happening here. What is happening, what I'll remain with here, the bottom here is 2 over 3. That is what is going to remain there. So now again here, I work out this nicely. How do I work out this nicely? I'll say, okay, what I'll do is I'll say, okay, Angel, the 2, so simple. How do we do it? What is remaining for me? It means here, in short, when you work out nicely what is in brackets using your calculator, you are free to use a calculator. What you are going to have is this. You have a situation like, I want you to see what you are going to have. You are going to have a 2 which is here outside, and here you are going to have something like here. You agree with me, you are going to have 242 over 243. That's what you are going to remain with. Now the whole lot of this should divide by 2 over 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just brought this one at the bottom. I put it in that form. So from there now, we can now do justice. How do we do justice? We do justice like this, simple. How do we do justice? We do justice like this. We say, okay, Angel, this one, it is as good. You can see, I'm not using a calculator, but I'm able to calculate nicely and smart. This is 2. Inside here, remember, I haven't multiplied. There is a 242 over 243. Multiplied by now, it has changed. This one goes up over what? Over, you agree with me that over 2. The 2 at the bottom goes. The 2 there goes. You agree with me? I can see a 3. I can see 20 there. Therefore, this is simple. It is sum to 5. It will be the same as just 240 what? 242. You can divide 3 1 3 in 2 there, it will be like this. So ladies and gentlemen, already things are happening. So that is what is remaining there. If you want, you can leave it like that. This is the sum. Mind you, can leave it in that form, but this is paper 2. You can even leave it in this form. If you want, you can divide. How do we divide? Again, you can leave it in this form. Let me just leave it in this form so that we don't complicate issues. But here I was just doing it manually, but you are free to use a calculator. So what is that which we should remember? What we should remember is, please, when you reach somewhere here, when you reach somewhere there, where here I believe this is the thing which I wanted to write, sorry. When you reach somewhere there, please make sure you do the correct thing. This should be put in brackets, and at the bottom there, please, using your calculator, you can do the justice. When you subtract what is here, the difference is this one. So that's what you should understand. The difference is 242 over 243. But mind you, I'm dividing with 3 over 2. Where is the 3 over 2 coming from? Is the difference between 1 and 1 over 3 there. So the sum is that one. That is my sum. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed. And some people say, sir, can you leave your answer like that? Yes, you can leave the answer like that. This is paper 2. This is paper what? 2. You can leave your answer like that in this form. If you want, you can change it into decimal places. You say, okay, since you have got now a calculator, you can say, okay, S5 is equal to, you agree with me that if you do the justice nicely, you write 2.98, of course, 7 is 6, 5, or 4, 3, 2, 1, and of course to 3 significant figures. You agree with me that 1, 2, 3, so this is the same as just 2, of course, 0.99. So it means this is my final answer. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have had a nice time and you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. We'll continue with the last but not the least. They are now asking us to say, Angel, find the sum to infinity. Sum to infinity. What is the sum to infinity? It is, mind you, the sleeping 8. You write it like this. This is the sum to infinity. So it is supposed to be like that. Then you say is equal to the first term over 1 minus r. Always 1 minus r. This is the formula to sum to the infinity. We have already found the first term. Our first term is a 2. Our first term is a 2. So sum to infinity, you agree with me that after you have written like this, 2 over 1 minus 1 over 3. What is my r? Don't forget where you are coming from. My r is that one. And of course, you do justice, you say this is the same as just 2, you divide. The difference, what is happening here, is 2 over 3. And you agree with me that what will happen is this is over 1, this is the same as just say sum to infinite is equal to 2 over 1 times 3 over 2. This will go, this will go. So sum to infinity is equal to 3. So that's what it means, ladies and gentlemen. It means you have answered that question. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying. And of course, we are drawing some lessons from what we are going through. Meaning drawing lessons, it means we are trying to recover if we had made mistakes in our Moko, which we are from. I know some people yesterday here in Central Province, in most schools in Kabwe district, we had the open day and you saw how you performed. So now you have recovered, you have seen where you were going wrong. So please, such question when it comes in an exam, make sure that you get these marks. They are free marks. Thank you so much. We'll continue this kind of questions so that I see now when do we apply the other method to find maybe the first term and the common ratio. Unless there are some questions at this point in time, please remember to subscribe. Thank you.